Good morning. Well, it's morning for me at least. I'm testing my mic, and here I am. My video image is about to appear in 3, 2, 1. Hi. Welcome to the Coding Train on Twitch. Oh no, where's my whistle? Oh dear. Oh, here it is. Ooh, boy, that took a lot of energy there. Hopefully you can hear me okay. I am keeping an eye on the chat here. So what's happening, everybody? It's an ice storm here in New York State. Amazingly, my internet seems to be working. Knock on wood. I look kind of red-ish. Is the camera too bright on me? I'm not sure. I put on my nice clothes for you all today. I took a shower, tried to fix up my hair a little bit. I've been kind of very unkempt in all of my recent streams and videos here in the garage. But this is even though it's February, I'm kicking off the new year finally today. I have no idea what's going on. There's like a hype train. That seems to work. Oh my goodness. What is this new land I have found myself in, Twitch? Now, to be clear, I have not made any specific decisions regarding whether or not I am moving to Twitch entirely as a platform. I'm just kind of riding this Twitch train a little bit, seeing how it goes. You know, I kind of lost my mojo a little bit, I think, in the last couple years, and changing things up and doing some experiments is kind of helping me get back to things. And actually, speaking of which, I really think that one of the things that is an issue for me is I try to do too many things. And so I have a goal set for myself to regularly make coding challenge videos. And so there's so much I could talk about or I want to show or look at, but mostly what I'm planning to do today in this Twitch stream is record a coding challenge video. Now, previously, this has been something that I have done for members only, so people who signed up through YouTube membership. Thank you to all of those of you who are watching who are YouTube members. Thank you to anybody who's watching regardless. I think I would like to do that, especially for like tutorial recording and different kind of recording sessions, so I'm gonna kind of find my way back to that. If that's a really meaningfully important feature of being a member that you love, please let me know and I can kind of work on that. I'm not really doing a good idea. Hype train just means there's a spike in cheers, subs, gift subscriptions, etc. So that's an automated thing that happened. Wow, Snake Power 99. So one thing that's a little bit disappointing to me is I don't have anything popping up like on my screen here when people subscribe or follow. There must be some quick default way of doing that in OBS. And so if you know how I can get that going very quickly, I had an idea, which is that I want to take time to work on different kind of overlays and features and things. But I think I've got to get to recording this coding challenge. I got the slide puzzle challenge out this week. If I record one today, Mathieu, the hardest working editor in coding video tutorial business, is ready to go to start putting together a rough cut this weekend. Jason Heglin, the hardest working illustrator in the Coding Train universe, is ready next week to work on some animations, the whiteboard stuff. Although I will say that even though we innovated having this whole augmented whiteboard, I worked a lot on this particular camera shot. So I do think that oh no, I brought them. And I have new whiteboard markers here. So it's possible maybe, that we can kind of live with more of the authenticity of the actual whiteboard with just some little extra things here and there, but we'll see. Let me know, how is the focus pretty good on here? Is lighting okay? Do you see me? Do you hear me okay? I'm looking over there. That's kind of a critical thing for me to know before I get started today. I feel like actually this camera shot looks really good, if I don't say so myself. But I'm very proud of it because it's so hard to light this whiteboard without it having a lot of reflection. And then over here, over here, I somehow feel this looks a little off. Like I look kind of like pale. I mean, Matt, you can always color correct, but then when I look on my laptop seeing the preview, I look fine. All looks good. It says Hertz 1910. Everybody has these first badges. I don't know what that is, but that is wonderful. You're first. You're first in my heart. All of you are first. Everybody can be first. I don't know what to do now that all these people are subscribing. I'm a bit transparent. Oh, is this transparent? Like my skin and hair, or this sweater is kind of transparent because of the yellow color. First let me apologize to everybody, because now I did this whole thing. I had this whole thing where I was like, I'm moving to YouTube membership. I was on like calls with the people, the product team of YouTube membership. I was excited about all sorts of different kinds of features and things, and I was kind of tired of Patreon and didn't like some of the stuff. And if I'm being honest, I didn't really like, in the end, like YouTube membership, great, but I don't know how like great it really is. I definitely don't, I'm not asking people to move. I'm gonna try to give everybody all the rewards, no matter, as far as I'm concerned, there are a lot of different ways for people to support you. Just watching this, you're supporting me. People downloading the Nature of Code book, even just for free, is supporting me. I'm not here like looking for anybody to support me in a way that is not at their capacity or out of their desire. I love all of you equally, just like I love my 2 children equally. But I do need to rethink this because I do also want to thank people. I send out stickers. We've got these train whistles that have been a bit more difficult to produce. I mean, that should have been obvious in the first place. So I got to work that out. And the good news is Katie Chan, who is the new social media and membership subscriber community manager of the Coding Train, is on it, working on a survey for the community. You can get in touch with Katie at katie@thecodingtrain.com if you have any questions about that. So, join, and Simon is telling me in the chat there are 3 ways. So Twitch subscriptions, YouTube membership, and Patreon. So I will try to collect all those in some organized manner, and we'll see. I do think it could make sense. I'm having a bit of a midlife crisis. I mean, I'm having past midlife, frankly. If I make it to twice my age, I'm doing really well. Which is like, what am I doing? Like, am I a streamer? Am I like a streamer? Am I a person who makes educational tutorials? Am I an entertainer? Am I someone who makes like polished, edited YouTube videos? I don't know, and I think I'm trying to do too much of that. So we'll see. All right, let me get to it. So everybody's telling me my audio and my video is okay. I'm going to close off the Twitch chat here. Oh, I haven't, Kfon asked. I have not turned on, I don't know if, hold on, let me just switch to this. See, don't I look kind of like pale or washed out? I'm going to ask, I'm just looking at my OBS preview, but then if I look at the Twitch preview, I don't know. I guess I'm not going to worry about this. You do, yes. Turtle Cow says to me, you do you. I like to say, you do you, boo-boo. That's what I say to you all. All right, so speak now or forever hold your peas, as I like to say. But if there's any issue audio or video-wise, because I'm going to launch into, and also if I start working on this and I'm not recording to disk, we have a problem. So I should just start it now, but I'm going to wait another minute or 2, but you should all be like blaring at me in the chat. So let me get my secondary, I need a secondary screen so I can keep an eye on the chat. I don't want to have it up on my laptop because it will be burned into the video later. So where did I put that? Hold on, I'm just walking over here. if Gloria would come sleep in her bed, I can turn on the Gloria cam, and that I have as a separate overlay in OBS. So anything I can do as an overlay in OBS can happen. Because I can do that because I am recording the laptop screen separately to disk, as well as this green screen. It gets combined then in post. But the issue, manage your channel directly from your phone, but I'm on my iPad. All right, I'm gonna do this, log in. Come on. Yeah, give me that sweet, sweet password manager. Does this show up on camera? I like it to be off camera if possible. Coding Train Choo Choo. By the way, what do you think about the name Coding Train Choo Choo? Oh, I've got two-factor now in my Twitch. Sorry, I'm not seeing any chats anywhere. So I'm going to try to get some chats up in a moment. So I should be able to see. I should be able to go to, where do I go? To drops. What's a drop? What's a my schedule? Stream manager. So I'm now seeing the chat. Hello from my secondary screen. So hopefully that goes in. Please type something into the chat so I can see if the messages. It's so small. Oh, Abe. Abai. I don't know why I can't get it. I apologize, Abai. I think I've got it there. Hello from chat, says Turtle Cow. So I can see the chat. Why is it the time? I've got this giant, like iPad Pro, very expensive iPad Pro, and like the chat is like the tiniest little thing on it. Can I make that bigger somehow? Let's see, settings. Because I would like to see it out of the corner of my eye. Stats bar, I don't know what to do. Activity feed, I'm just going to have to live with it. My eyesight is terrible. All right, I don't know why I have my Twitter feed up here, because I was going to talk about some stuff on about that I've been working on Wordle. Oh, I also wanted to share with you, I have a new mug. Let's go closer up. My wife came home from I don't know, picking the kids up from school. I don't know, they did some shopping and they came home and brought me this mug that says that. And apparently, like, the mugs all had, like, sayings on them, like, you know, I love you, or best grandma, and all sorts of, like, things. They weren't mugs with names on them, but just one of them happened to have the word Daniel on it, and they bought it for me. I do have, so I was thinking, let me pour. There's some ASMR for all of you who tune into the Coding Train for that. This coffee that I had in a thermos into this mug. The problem is I tend to use my right hand, in which case now you cannot see that it says Daniel. So I'm going to have to get used to drinking my coffee from my left hand here. It doesn't show up though. I could point the camera down or raise the desk a little bit. Is that enough? But too much other stuff I think is coming on screen. Yeah, like this is my soundboard, which I could push back. If I push it further back, it doesn't show up. And I can do things like drum roll. What's showing up on this side here? This is my other thing that I would like this to be visible. If I put it here, I guess I could put it on top of my train whistle. There we go. That's good. Good props. But I guess, oh no, now you're seeing the iPad. A lot of Twitch streamers use Streamlabs, okay. Yeah, Me I Am So Me is saying, and by the way, what's the snowflake icon that you have? Because I like that. It says your camera is focus hunting occasionally. So I should use a fixed focus plane about where I stand. I'm a little bit afraid to do that right now because it's going to, I just could easily like not do it well. And if I'm standing here and talking direct to camera or working on my laptop, it tends to stay in focus. It hunts when I start to like leave or walk over here to my streaming PC. I'm also seeing in the OBS preview a lot of, I don't know what this is called, where the image like is sliced and like the top half like has to catch up to the bottom half. There's a term for that. But I'm assuming that's just in the OBS preview and not showing up on stream. Snowflake is from a charity event in 2008. I did not notice the 5 gift subscribers from Kevitaka. Wow, people get gift subscribers? I knew that already because that's what I do whenever I go onto other people's channels. I'm like, gift subscription, gift subscription. Thank you. I want it to pop up. So like is there, just before I start recording, is there like a quick way I could put an overlay in OBS just to have like follows and things like pop up, and maybe I would see them out of the corner of my eye? I don't know why I don't see them on this dashboard here. Here are 10 literal dollars. Cheer 1,000. Wow. If everybody can, frame tearing, yeah. So just to be clear. Oh, I'm back. Okay, maybe that was just a quick blip. Hopefully a quick blip. I have unreliable internet, and as a huge, and especially in a big ice storm, I'm really not feeling. That's why I didn't book any sponsors. I wasn't going to stream on YouTube today, but I don't know if I wanted. I don't even know if I want to do that anymore ever. We'll see. I mean, this is the thing that I have a bit of a hang up about, because I started all this stuff as an extension of my work as a teacher. And it was not something I was looking to monetize, to use that word, that awful word. But I recognize that most people who do work on YouTube or Twitch, that is a meaningfully important aspect of it. But I am on sabbatical, and I am I also have grown this to the point that I'm buying a lot more equipment, and I've hired quite a few people to work with me. So there is a need for that now. And my goal is kind of like to break even. Honestly, I'm trying to do a better accounting to see where I am with that. I'm probably spending more than I'm currently earning from the coding train, but I have the nature of codebook and my job salary and all these other things, so I'm doing just fine. Don't worry about me at all. I don't. But I'm kind of curious to see. Don't mention. What happens. Where does this go in this year that I have sabbatical? Yeah, I'm just curious to see about that. I guess there's a lot more to say about that, but I'm going to hold off. Okay, have you turned on disconnect protection yet? No, I saw that as an option. What is that? And tell me more. So Abai says that shouldn't happen while recording. The thing is, I am recording separately. I'm making my own recording with an entire other instance of OBS that is recording a 4K video with the separate. I wish I could show this to you easily. I think I can. I'm going to show this to you because this is helpful for people to understand what I'm doing. So I'm going to add a window capture, and I'm going to capture my OBS, and I want to capture the stream chat. This one. Okay. Oh, why doesn't it show what's actually on there? So you can't see it. That's interesting. So this is this over here is an entirely separate instance of OBS. That's weird that it doesn't actually capture that. That has a layout with the laptop, this green camera, and the whiteboard camera. I'm going to just delete that. That was not very useful. And yeah, so I can see the focus hunting happening. And there's no point in me having this if it's not high enough. Could get it a little higher by doing this. There we go. Or if I put it further back, I guess. But I don't know, that's just in the way. All right, I'm looking at the chat. Disconnect protection. Gives you 90 seconds to reconnect before ending the stream. All right, where do I set that? In my stream manager, in Twitch settings, in OBS settings, where do I set that? Activity feed widget to your iPad view. It says activity feed. Activity feed, followers, hosts, reward requests, hype train, subs, but I don't see it. Oh no, I see it. Oh, now I see it. More events below. Yes, follow, cheered, Simon cheered, followed. Link twitch.tv, okay. Let's go to my Twitch dashboard. So I'm looking for creator dashboard. Stream manager. Is this a stream manager? Oh, I can run in 1 minute ad break? if my internet goes down, I'm just going to keep running ad breaks. Oh, that's hilarious. Sub only chat, manage poll, start a prediction. Ooh, I love all these things. I'm Kevitaka, wow. Streamlabs is a version of OBS with extra functionality. I'm a little bit afraid to run Streamlabs because I really like, okay, so I'm looking for, I don't see channel, stream, disconnect protection, there we go. Disconnect protection is on. Okay, what is a drop, by the way? Oh, that's, maybe I don't want to get into that. I see that's in-game loot. Okay, so I think I'm good. I see everybody following me. I see the chat. I'm wondering what this like meme emoji thing that people are, which is like a person looking like this. I keep thinking that's CJ. Is that CJ or that's just kind of looks like CJ because it's like this tiny little face? Okay, all right, now we've got to get started. So let me just try something. I'm going to try this poll. Let's see, which coding challenge topic? So first of all, let's come over here. So I made this list. I hope to add to this list, augment this list. I hope to have a system by which people can suggest things to me. But this is a list of topics that I feel comfortable tackling in a coding challenge. And my plan, first of all, I'm thinking of rebranding coding challenge. That's another discussion. My plan is to record one of these per week. We'll see how that goes. I mean, a more realistic goal might be 2 per month. I mean, I did like 50 in 1 year once, or like 100 in a year back when I was kind of doing no post-production. Maybe it would be better for me to go back more to that. But I would like to be able to get 1 per week done. And the idea is that when I record it, maybe I record it on Twitch, it's edited and uploaded to YouTube, and then at the end of it, I have some kind of like randomizer, my random number book, spinning a wheel, I don't know what it will be, to pick the next one. That way I have a week to do a little bit of it's not that I'm gonna like program it in advance and then come here and do it, but I just wanna be able to have some time. Like if I pick the Mandelbulb, like I don't wanna do the Mandelbulb today because I'm gonna have to spend most of the stream reading a bunch of articles about like the formula to like remember what it is, which I think actually could be good in the future when I have more time. But today, I just don't want anything to keep this train slowing down. So I feel like when I looked at this list, I feel like the 2 that I feel like most sure that I could just do today are ASCII image. I mean, a lot of these I could, but ASCII image and image stippling. A lot of this list came from my January projects, and I can add more to this list. I got to go back through that Rainbow Topics repo, but this is my list. I'm gonna have to erase this whiteboard in a minute. So that's what I'm thinking of, ASCII image or image stippling. If you don't know what image stippling is, let me show you what that is. ASCII, you could probably imagine it's taking some video image or a static image and rendering it just with ASCII characters. So I'm going to put up a poll for those 2, although maybe I could have an other, obviously in the chat. So one other thing is I got to get a secondary monitor. I have another old TV that's probably at least 10 years. I mean, it's older than my son because I had it before. So it's probably like 15 years old. That I need to get. It's still in Brooklyn. I need to move it up here, and then I can put it over here, so I could have like a chat and sort of dashboard when I'm over at the whiteboard. But right now, I don't have that at all. Okay, so let me just catch up on the chat. I see a bunch of follows. That's great. I can type poll on the chat. Oh, I can just do that. I was doing it from the dashboard right now. Oh, wow. So I can allow additional votes with like bits and points. The alert box is a Streamlabs thing. You can go to Streamlabs and log in with Twitch. Then you can go to alert box and you'll get a URL. Then you put, oh, okay. Okay. Do more, Bruno, this is a great suggestion to do more easy ones. I agree. I mean, that certainly is great for me. Oh yeah, I forgot. I wanted to do the skyline. So I should add that to my list. Oh, shoot. So one good thing, by the way, I'm sorry that I forgot to switch over to here. I've kind of gotten out of the habit of being good about switching. Obviously, I could automate that. We've been talking about that for 10 years. Someday, maybe it will happen. But that was just a mistake. But what was I saying? I was talking about the switching. Now I forgot. Oh, but the skyline. I completely forgot. Let me go back to the whiteboard, though, and add that. Oh, let me try my new marker. Where are the markers? That's why I kind of want to do the ASCII one, because I sort of feel like that's an easy one for me. Image stippling is not too hard, although it involves Voronoi cells, and I need to find a nice JavaScript library. All right. So the reason why I needed these markers is because I need a dry erase marker that is not white, because the runway ML rotoscoping that I'm doing could not pick it out separately from the whiteboard. And when I said it, all right, so by the way, sometimes I say that I'm doing, and actually it's somebody else who sort of works on the coding train production, and I don't mean to be ascribing false credit to myself. I just somehow, like, whenever I got out of, somehow I got to a point in my life where I didn't like saying we all the time. That sounded weird. Anyway, I don't know what I'm saying. Ooh, this is a very thin marker. Oh no, but if I do this, it's a little rickety here. So I'm not so sure about this whiteboard marker, unfortunately. I mean, if I'm very careful to use that edge, you can see, I don't know, it's not going to autofocus, so you can't really see. This camera is a fixed focus on the whiteboard. So I don't know. I think I might have to. These are great, but I kind of need the thicker, like the just natively. Yeah, this is a much better. So I'm going to go with this. I could put tape around it, which might make the most sense to do. Ooh, ah! I tripped over one of my lights. I spent so much time lighting this whiteboard. Good thing it didn't break. All right, there's I need an extension cord. Okay. Everybody, everything's okay. All right. All right. Oh, let me put the poll up. I didn't put the poll up. Sorry. Should I allow? Oh, Kenguru. I don't have my. Where is that? Where is that? Oh no, it's on this. No, not this one. It's on this one? Yeah. Kenguru! Thank you for subscribing to the Coding Train. I know I should have done this for everybody. With your subscription, you have won. Watching me take a sip out of my mug that has my name on it. By the way, people ask me very nicely, do you like to be called Dan or Daniel? And I know what I just say whichever, but that's worse. I should just tell them one of them. Probably Dan, but I like being called Daniel, but I don't like to make people call me Daniel. I don't know. My life is so hard. All right, so can you see what I'm doing here? So we're going to do image stippling. I kind of want to do the ASCII one. ASCII image. Should I allow additional votes? I think I will, just out of, does that, like, what do you all think? Oh, and Kenguru has a first. How many people get the first? Yeah, Twitch has a lot of gamification features to make people spend money, which I honestly don't love. I mean, at least it's not like cryptocurrency at the moment. But maybe that's a good thing. I don't know. I don't know what to do about that. I mean, that's how the world works. Do a poll to see if you should allow additional votes. Yeah. All right. I'm kind of curious to do it just because I'm curious, but I also don't want to make it seem like people need to spend money to influence what I'm going to do. So allow only with channel points. No, that's horrible. Channel points now available in polls. I mean, I think you should, but raise the amount of channel points? Channel points are something you can get, though, just from watching, right? Is that correct? You don't have to. So could I could do that, where there's no like pay for votes, right? Okay, channel points are free. Yes. So I'm going to take out the bits per vote right now because that makes me feel a little uncomfortable. I'm going to let it have 5 minutes because I'm slow to set things up and I got to test my recording to disk. So I'm going to start this poll. I'm going to hit start and here we go. And I'm going to leave it at 200. I see your suggestion, Simon, but since streaming on Twitch is so new to me, I think leaving it low is what I would like to do. Okay, so I'm going to start a poll. And I'm going to run an ad break. No, I'm just kidding. View results, end poll. I don't know if I should be showing my dashboard so much on stream. So I'm going to go to view results. Oh, so there's a browser source URL, so I could easily put that up as an overlay. Fascinating. Pop out, and the ASCII image is winning. But oh, look at all of these votes. So I can easily just come to this. And I can put this as a little pop out for the moment over here. I can close my dashboard here. And then move this over a little bit. Vote breakdown, what does that show me? Oh, bits, channel points, I see. Got it. Ooh. Back. Whoops. All right, this is how it's going so far. The voting is over here. I need another monitor over here so I can also gesture to things that are on this side of me. And look, one day I'm going to have like the most sophisticated studio ever. I do need to spend, I'm getting pings from Discord, so hold on a second. I got to figure out what I'm going to do about that. Maybe I'm going to close Discord right now. I'm just going to reply to this message, though. Yes. All right, so I think I'm going to close Discord on this machine because it's pinging at me, which can be really useful. Oh, my goodness, I was showing you that. Apologies. I thought I was in this view. Sorry, David and Kobe, that I think I was showing messages with both of you. I apologize for that. I don't think there was anything terribly private there. ASCII art was done in a YouTube live stream, wasn't it? Yeah. Which is why I wanted to quit it over here. Because I want to look at it over here. Okay. I don't think that was any big disaster, so. All right, I'm going to close this. So now I have Discord open on this machine, and I wish there was a way. Does anybody know how on Windows? I have the live chat member subscriber Discord open, which I should somehow link to Twitch now. I have the Twitch chat here. I guess my question was that I wanted to ask is, does anyone know how on Windows I can enlarge? I mean, I could just go switch to the browser Discord, but everything I've ever done to attempt to enlarge the Discord chat so I could see it from like here, I have not been able to figure out how to do on Windows. On a Mac, I can just use the keyboard shortcuts with the Discord native app, that I assume it's an Electron app, to like, you know, Command +++ to make it bigger, but I can't get that to work on Windows. Peter is here. Something related I've made. Instead of stippling, you can also draw an image as a continuous spiral. Ooh, I like that. So now that I don't have the chat here, I can't click on. I gotta really work on my setup, but it's already 11:11. The whole point of this, I was saying, was I have got to record a coding challenge. I could do this kind of like rambling, talking, streaming stuff forever, and it's really quite fun here on Twitch with all the stuff that's happening because Foxino subscribed and Palmer3 Rich. Thank you for subscribing to the Coding Train on Twitch. Is this a thing now? I guess it is. I hope you know that if this is the last Twitch stream ever, that you make sure to go and cancel that subscription. Zoom level does not work. Hi, Foxino. Zoom appearance, car, font scaling. Otherwise, settings, Control plus. All right, let's try Control plus. Does not work. Oh, it worked. This is amazing. Why? I swear I tried that before. By the way, it says I have something in my gift inventory. Okay, wait, hold on. To this, Control plus. Computational Mama is here. All right. Now, why can't I get the Twitch chat preview bigger now? It's a. All right, I'm gonna not worry about this. Settings. Oh, wait. Show mod icons, show moderation actions, chat appearance. Oh yeah, there we go. Timestamp, replies in chat, okay. Did the poll end? Or is it still going? Oh, there goes the boiler. So, all right, we're gonna do ASCII image. Now, apparently I did this already. So the question is it a P5 sketch that I did? ASCII video May 7th, ASCII kitten. Let's see what I did. Yeah, oh right. I did this, but we never edited. I have barely any memory of this. And then, oh no, yeah. So this looks weird to me. So I guess I need to reinvent this. Oh, it's weird because I don't have enough space. Hey, this is pretty good actually. All right. Great, I'm going to do this as a coding challenge. Okay, done. Yeah, finished. All right, this is great. So I have to wait for the boiler to stop. I'm going to hit record. Let's do a quick test of, I'm going to do a quick test. I'm going to hit start. Let me do settings. Sorry for the focus drift. Output, 4K OBS, high quality, medium file size, MP4. Okay, so I'm now recording to disk. This might actually oddly be one where I don't really need the whiteboard, but I think it's time, while I wait for the boiler to stop, I think it's time for me to erase the whiteboard, unfortunately. And I don't have an eraser, so I apologize for my, I do have full solar panels, so even though I'm kind of wasting this paper towel, I am running on solar, although I'm not yet running on solar because the it has to be inspected, and it hasn't passed the inspection yet. But I have 44 solar panels on top of this garage to power this entire live streaming setup. Okay. The funny thing is, I was going to talk about January in this coding challenge, and I was going to But I didn't do the ASCII thing as, so, yeah. All right. Now, do we think that I should do it as canvas instead of as DOM elements? That's an interesting question, right? I like doing it as DOM elements because then I could kind of copy paste it. Okay. Whiteboard is clean. I mean, is there a switch on the boiler? I really hesitate to turn it off because it's really cold outside. I don't want pipes to freeze. So I think I'm just going to have to let it run. Let me check the thermostat. I can turn it down a little bit in this room. Okay. Okay, it's off. I am running these electric heaters, which I'm kind of tempted to turn off for sound, but it's so cold today, I think that I'm going to keep them on. And come back over here. All right. It's time to do this. And I think actually, interestingly enough, this could be the opening. So I'm recording. I should probably check to make sure the recording is okay. So let me do that. Canvas with a copy button is a good idea. Yes, correct. I am on sabbatical. It's February already. Okay. All right. Where did the one thing I'm just curious about this is where did I get this particular where did I get this particular sequence of characters? Like, no. Like I must have gotten this from somewhere. But I don't know where. Oh yeah. Let's do that. Okay. All right, let me see here. Just let me get my layout going. I think. It's a good layout. Just sort of looking at what I'm targeting to make. This is a little bit. Okay. So this is basically what I'm targeting to do. Close it down. Yeah, I've done all that now. Okay. So let's close this. I'm going to put this back. This was almost a year ago. Okay, let's go to here. There we go. Let me get the kitten one. ASCII kitten. Ah, this is where I got it from. Thank goodness. Okay. Okay. So who made this? Whoa. Oh my God. This is so cool. Okay. So definitely need to reference this. Okay. Okay. All right. So, oh, this is exciting. I think this is going to be a good topic. So let me, I know that I really need to get started. But before I get started, let me mention one thing. So I'm working on a new, as I've mentioned probably many times, there's a new website for the Coding Train being designed. It's an opportunity to sort of rebrand and rename some things. And I'm trying to come up with a different name maybe for Coding Challenge. I don't love so Coding Challenge I probably should keep. The reasons I should keep it is it's what I've been using for years. People know it. It's a thing you see on YouTube, you recognize, and people want to like watch it. You know, the small niche audience that wants to watch it watches it. And it also kind of says what it is in the title. I don't love that it implies like something you have to beat, or it's like a competition, or it's a challenge that I'm going to like win. Like I like the more sort of creative, exploratory kind of idea. So I was thinking of calling it a journey, like a train ride, but that implies maybe that doesn't work for other reasons, and so coding journeys. I don't know. If you have thoughts on that, yeah. And Bruno, I think it's fine to show these. I don't mind having these folders on the desktop. They're part of the actual desktop. I could get rid of some of them. Like I like having all the processing icons up here. Like I think it's sort of fun to have those. But I don't know what this one is. I can, hold on. I also like to put little like Easter eggs. Sometimes I will, but let's move these. And let's go back to this. Okay. Okay. All right, I'm getting ready. I see this chat. I see, okay, by the way, I have now the Discord member live chat channel open to my left with a big font out of the corner of my eye. So please use sparingly. I mean, you can chat in there. You can tell me things in there. I just mean sparingly. Only use that if you put those like siren emojis in there if like my mic cuts out or some horrible sound thing happens or the camera goes off. One thing you don't need to worry about is if I am in the wrong view. So obviously it's an unpleasant thing for you, the viewer watching right now. I'm talking to you but showing you a blank whiteboard. I should be in this view. But I am recording all of the views. So in terms of like for the actual edited video that will come later, don't worry, that's not something you need to worry about. But you might as well let me know, but that doesn't need a siren necessarily. Audio does, or a camera going off does. The internet connection, if the stream freezes or cuts out, that is useful information for me to know, but also doesn't affect the recording, because I'm recording separately to disk. I also, and hello T105MO. Yeah, this is a welcome to a recording session for a new coding challenge. The other thing I will say, I'm trying to think of what I was talking about. Oh, is the internet connection. Yeah, the other thing is, it's possible that I haven't done this recording to disk thing in a while. I should just check it. I have headphones. I'm going to just quickly review this video to make sure it's not choppy and the audio is fine. Should I play an ad break? I'm just kidding. I'm not going to play ad breaks. Not yet. Not until I quit my day, my teaching job, and I'm a Twitch streamer full time. You're going to be darn sure I'm going to be playing lots of ad breaks, but not yet. Okay. So I'm putting on these headphones. I guess I can't hear you anyway. I'm going to hit stop on my recording to disk. Coding Quest. I like that, but it's not very train themed. And I'm going to 4K OBS. Today is February 4th. I've got a 1.4 gigabyte Okay. All right. All right. My recording looks good. Start recording. One thing that I would like you to let me know for sure, if it happens, is, and sorry, I've just got to get the various chats up here. And I'm going to be paying less attention in the chat once I start into my shtick for doing the coding challenge. I can't do coding adventure. That's Sebastian Lagg's thing. Coding journey is kind of a little bit close to that. But journey is like a train ride. Coding ride? That's something about that is off. I can't put my finger on it exactly, but that doesn't sound right. Oh, that is cool, the circle of the mug. Can you see that it says Daniel on it? Kind of. Yeah, look at that. That's wild. All right, so I'm going to get started. I think I'm going to turn the heaters off. It's going to be cold. It is currently quite freezing out, but I don't like having that sound. So I don't mind it while I'm just sort of streaming whatever, but I'm going to turn these heaters off. Now, there still is one very, very small space heater that I have by my feet. I'm wearing thermal socks today. I don't know how much that's coming through. I can monitor my audio. Let me just going to monitor my audio real quick. Oh, this is too much effort. Oh, wow. It's way quieter without either of those. Sorry, the lag between me speaking. Oh, God, I can't do it. I can't do it. There's like this tremendous lag between me speaking and the monitor audio coming in through here. I really probably don't need to turn all these off because we could do noise reduction and all of that, but I've had so many audio issues. I think I'm going to try to get the cold. Yeah, I think I'm going to do the intro through the ASCII. Okay. Now, one thing is the fluorescent lights make this buzzing sound. Now, I don't know if I need those lights on, actually. Maybe I don't want the fluorescent lights. I'm going to go turn those off. There's fluorescent lights in the garage, but I have all these expensive production lights. So I'm sorry that, hopefully this doesn't cut out, but I'm walking all the light switches very far away from where I'm recording. So let's see. All right. Now, the question is, how's my, it completely changes the lighting. So I don't know if that's going to become an issue. Oh yeah, wow. So those lights really do wonders for the shadowing, but I think it's fine. Has anything changed significantly? Oh yeah, there's a much larger shadow. I put a light over here to try to get rid of that shadow. Maybe it's not bright enough, or I need to point it up more. No. What do you think? Do I need to turn those fluorescents back on? Now this has me worried because everything's quite dark. I didn't realize how much I was relying on them. Couldn't hear the lights buzzing. I couldn't hear them either. I think I better turn them back on. Oops, I'm not over here. I think I better turn them back on. But you see how bad I am at getting, like it's been an hour now and I said I was gonna, no matter what, I'm doing the coding challenge first thing. And then I can't believe you're all here watching this for an hour. I mean, I'm amazed. All right. Yeah, the lights are good. Better with the lights. Okay, the lights are going back on. I didn't hear that buzzing sound until I turned the heaters off. It's kind of funny, all this expensive lighting I have, and I didn't realize how much these like fluorescent lights are contributing. But they're on the ceiling and they're bright, so they're giving a really nice wash over everything. I thought this light was what was getting rid of the, I mean, there's still a shadow there, but it's brighter and better. I mean, I could adjust the camera's settings, but I'm just going to leave it. All right, I think this is good. I mean, the audio in the slide puzzle coding challenge was not good. And in the end, I mean, I had a whole separate audio engineer run over it and fix it. So actually in the end, it came out okay. But all right. All right, everybody. All right. All right, everybody. Putting my phone away. Got my whiteboard marker. I don't even know. I don't have a plan here. We need this. We need a blank sketch. And we've got this. Okay. Interesting. Okay. Lights are lights. Indeed they are. Let me make sure I'm recording. I am recording. Audio seems good. And yeah, I'm just thinking here. So in an ideal world, this would just be me working on this project for about 30 to 60 minutes. And then goes to get edited, extra diagrams, some clarity, some extra like sound effects and different things, and down to 20 to 30 minutes. We'll see. An ASCII timer. Okay, start. Everyone's telling me to start. I'm like nervous. There's no reason for you. Like I want this. I put too much on this stuff now. I used to just like turn things on in the program and then upload, and I didn't care. And now all of a sudden I'm in my head. I'm out of my head. Hi everyone. It's time again. I am going to work on an exciting coding project challenge journey. I don't know. I'm thinking about rebranding these to a different name. Do you have an idea for one that might be train themed? Please let me know in the comments. I would love to hear from you about that. Okay, right. Here's the thing. I don't want to constantly start over, even though that's what I'm about to do. So I just say to myself, whatever happens, happens. I'm moving forward. Yeah. GED 3 also has the snowflake. Somebody tell me what this what this is. Who is that? It's not CJ. When I look at it closely, I can see it's not CJ. Who is that person who's doing this? I'm like an old person who doesn't know about these things. Nobody knows. I need to get all my custom things going in here. That'll happen eventually. Total Biscuit. That does not help. I don't know who Total Biscuit is. Anyway, all right, we're going to begin. Yeah, just whatever I say is what I say. No script here. Let's go. Let's go, people. Hello, welcome. No, energy, everybody. That's the way Twitch users laugh. Okay, that's helpful to know. Got it. My kids are home from the snow day here. They're home from school, so I also got to get back to things. It's Friday. Okay. Are you teaching how to make a Daft Punk video? Yes. All right, but I just noticed my viewers went down from 86 down to 85, so I gotta step it up here. Get people going. Okay. I'm losing you all because of my own self-conscious difficulties. All right. Ooh, ah! Okay. Hello! Choo-choo! Welcome to another coding challenge video. I want to let you know something before I get started. Thinking about changing the name of the coding challenges. To me, the idea of a challenge is something you have to beat or like defeat, or I've got to do it in like a really fast amount of time and I'm going to be the fastest. It's a challenge. I want something more exploratory and collaborative and train themed, like maybe a journey, but I don't know if that works. If you got any ideas, let me know in the comments. I would love to hear what should these be called going forward. But today, boy, do I have an exciting one for you. It is one that I made during a live stream about a year ago, an ASCII visualization of an image, translating an image's pixels to ASCII characters. Translating an image's pixels to ASCII characters, like you're seeing right here. This is the one that I made a year ago. These are actually DOM elements. There's no canvas here. This is no starting over. But you can edit out tangents, or don't edit them out. People love it when I say, well, edit this out, but it's in there. It's all in there. That's what it used to be. What do I do? I can't do this anymore. I quit. No, I'm gonna keep going. Counter for the times that I restart. Yes. By the way, I need to say whoops more because in the last video I said whoops twice, and we had this idea came from another video editor who was helping us with it, of like having this like bing whoops every time I say whoops, but I only did it twice, so having the bing bing was not really enough. Okay. What was it? I was talking about translating the image's pixels to ASCII characters. So I want to do this again. I have no memory of doing this a year ago, so I'm kind of starting fresh. We'll see if the result I get is the same as what I have here. And then hopefully you will make your own creative version of this. And share it with me on the Coding Train website, or in the comments, or on social media, or all the ways people share things with each other. You could write me a little note and put it in the mail. Maybe I'm not going to give out my address right now, but I don't know. There's a way to do that because I actually have a PO box like thing for the Coding Train. Let's get started. First, I would like to thank I don't know who this is, and I don't remember where I found this, but this is a wonderful example, I believe, of some shader code to render some beautiful ASCII art. And it all relies entirely on this array of characters. This array of characters is ordered from either brightest to darkest or darkest to brightest, depending on what color you're sort of rendering the background or the character. So I believe that what I can do, let's use the whiteboard, because it makes it harder in post-production, even though it's kind of unnecessary right now. But I haven't, and I really want to get, I'm going to need it in other videos, so I'm going to use it now. So the idea is that I have an image, and maybe I'll start like I did a year ago with an image of a kitten. That's my kitten. Maybe you're seeing a different kitten. I don't know what we're going to do in post. Now, every pixel of an image has an RGB value. Typically, the RGB values are stored as numbers between 0 and 255. If I want to get a brightness value for a given pixel, the higher the number, the more color there is. The more red, the more green, the more blue. If all of those values are all the way up to 255, we've got white. So the higher the numbers, the brighter the pixel. If I wanted to have one number to represent the brightness of a given pixel, the sort of grayscale value of that pixel, one way I could do that is by averaging these three values. Now there are more sophisticated algorithms for taking an RGB value and translating it into a black and white image, a brightness value. Maybe I'll investigate that as I get further along with this project, but I think I'm going to get a good enough effect just with the average. So let's say that any one of these pixels, let's pick this one, let's say that its brightness value happens to be 137. I want to say 137.5 because it's like a special angle in like fun math things, but let's just say 137. Now if you'll come with me back over to my computer screen, let me remind you again of this string of characters called density. Do you think, is there any chance I could write out all of those in the same order on my whiteboard over there? Almost none, but I'm going to try to do it anyway. Kitty in the cage. I'm sorry, I'm reading the chat. P5 just has brightness. Okay. Okay. All right. All right. So I'm going to look at it over here. I was going to say, could you shout them out to me? But you can't, because I can't hear you. Well, once I tried having like a headphone on and I could have somebody talk to me in my ear, tell me what to say, give me all my pre-planned jokes. N tilde at pound W. $, 98765432210. Question mark, exclamation point, ABC, question mark, exclamation point, ABC, semicolon, colon. Question mark, exclamation mark, ABC. Oh no! I ran out of room. I did not plan this well. Then post-production, I could just, I didn't switch, but don't worry, people. I didn't switch, but don't, remember, I'm recording everything to disk. ABC, semicolon, colon. Is that where I got to? No, I got question mark, $, ABC. All right, well, close enough. Close enough. That keeps going. Maybe it'll be fixed. Who knows? I don't know what you're seeing. It's like a magic thing happens after I do this. It's amazing. There was a point to what I'm talking about here. Aha, yes. This particular brightness value, I'm trying to think of, I think I want it to be, how did I do it? I think I want it to be, all right, let's come back over here for a second. If we're looking at this, I could think of, if this were the image, so first of all, if we're looking at this, like first of all, there are so many possible beautiful, abstract, generative kinds of images we could make just using these ASCII characters. So I would encourage you to go in that direction. But I'm going to go in a different direction, which is to say the denser the character, the more pixels it uses, the brighter. I'm going to match that to a bright pixel. So essentially, I could create some sort of mapping where if the color is 255, the brightness value, then I would render this particular character. If the brightness value were 0, I would render whatever character that I didn't get to down here. And then 137 would be appropriately somewhere here. So like 127 would be exactly in the middle. So maybe 137, this is like highly approximate, might be this character would get drawn over here to represent, the ear of this particular cat who is now sadly in jail. Oh, that poor cat's in jail. We gotta let the cat out. Cat, go free, run, like the wind, go. I'm doing everything I can in my power to make it as hard as possible to do the post-production for this video. Ow! All right. poor Mathieu and everybody else. It's going to get easier. It's going to get easier now that I'm over here. So the first thing I'm going to do is take this string of characters and bring it into my own P5JS sketch. Let me make the font a bit bigger. Let me do this up here. The chat is really entertaining me. All right, wait. How's this look font-wise? Everybody can read it? Good. All right, now I was thinking about something here. Oh, yeah. Now, in case this is your first time tuning into the coding train, this is P5JS, a JavaScript library for creative Now, in case for some reason this is the first time you're ever watching the coding train, this is P5JS, a JavaScript library for creative coding, images, animations, and all sorts of wonderful, beautiful stuff. Find out more at p5js.org. And what was I going to say? Yeah. I also want to point out that I'm trying to get in the habit a little bit more about when I declare a variable that I know isn't going to ever change, I'm going to use const instead of let. So you're going to see that in this video. Don't let that upset you. Don't let that derail you, send you off of the tracks of the train. It's going to be fine. We're going to do this together, whether we use const, let, var, whatever we use. Everything's fine. Deep breath. Stretch. Okay. Oh, I forgot to talk about the timer. Has there been a timer going this whole time? I hope so. Good. It's usually now over, I can't find it, over here. That's where it is. It should be there. How long? I've been doing this for like 7.5 hours, even though you've only been watching this for 10 minutes or whatever it is right now. We can dub my voice over. You've only been watching this for 10 minutes. And we'll insert the correct amount of time there. Awesome. Apparently there's no coding whatsoever on the coding train. Just me trying a lot of bits. You know, I'm all right, back to it. I know you can't see it. You're the Twitch audience live. I'm talking about all the stuff I'm going to add later for the YouTube audience. The millions and millions of adoring fans just watching on YouTube. They don't exist. I get views, but I gotta get back to this. Okay. Look, this is all the code I've written so far. All right. All right, let me get my, this we're not keeping. I'm going to go grab my kitten image. I think it would be nice to start with that. Kitten36.jpg. Whoa, is that on the computer somewhere? Ooh, whoops. That was, okay, this is freaking me out here. Let's just download this, fine. Kitten 30, oh, because it was 36 by 36. That must be why it's named 36. Oh, look at this kitten. I must have gotten this. All right, that's fine. We're going to keep this. Okay. Let's try the 48 one. I don't know. I'll just use 36. It's fine. Sorry, everybody. Does anybody know where this, I can do like a reverse image search probably and find it. No, I thought that works. Can I do that? Yeah. Okay, here's this kitten. Okay, this is not the kitten I meant to find. The internet is it's the worst place ever. I mean, it's a place that you and I can be here on Twitch and like work on this coding project, so I guess that's a good thing, but I'm fed up. Oh my God, go away, jeez. Okay, I'm gonna get a different kitten image. Where did that kitten come from? My God, kitten. Is that, maybe it's just constantly used? I hate my life. Okay, hold on. Kitten images. This one looks actually pretty good. Tools, where do I go? Tools, usage rights. Okay. I must have gotten it from, I don't remember where I got it before. Now I'm spending all my time trying to find a kitten. I should just use the video image. This is silly. I just thought a kitten would be nice. It's an innocuous thing. Yeah. Can I send you a pic of my kitten? A ducks. Kittens and kittens and kittens. Kittens image API. Jeez. I mean, now I'm getting so hung up on just picking an image of a kitten. I have my own cats. This is silly. I'm going to use my own cat. This is obviously the most important thing I should be doing. I'm going to look for images of I think I took a nice one recently. Use a dog. Oh, right, I could use Gloria. Let's use Gloria. Right. I forgot. I have that Gloria image that I used for January. Okay. Perfect. Gloria is the mascot of the coding train. So, oops, no, I'm not looking at my, I'm going to find that. Keep going. I'm going to get there eventually. So close. There's the kitten again. Is that same kitten? Wait, this is that other coding challenge I want to do. Come on. Any moment now, I'm going to find that image of Gloria that I clearly have on my phone, but I just thought this would make the easiest way to find it. Ah, there we go. Thought there was a tweet with the actual image in it. Oh my God, I'm the worst. Oh, I got a tweet with your kitten. Oh, that's such a cute kitten. Edux. But now I'm on my. Okay, hold on. Oh. No, hold on. Oh, this is the worst. Trust me, I'm getting back to it. Has everybody stopped watching? I think I lost like 20 people in the last 5 minutes. Gloria Pickle. Okay. Find that picture that I always use. Oh, this is a good one. This is a cute one. This is a different picture, but let's use it. Share to AirDrop. There we go. Okay. Now we're going to find that image. Let's crop it. Like around there. Actually would like it to be square. Oh, I'm not going to. Let's just get it close enough. And then what I would like to do is save this as Gloria. It's a little bit silly, but if you'll bear with me, I'm going to open this in Photoshop. All right, now I think there's this thing like select subject. Will it work with the, oh. There we go. Select inverse, and then I want to just make it black, I think. Oh, no, select subject, select inverse, and then, and then fill. I don't know how to use Photoshop. Magnetic lasso, no, where's like the fill or just like the paintbrush? All right, let's just use the paintbrush. And yeah, this is definitely the efficient way of doing this. And yeah, that's good. And then I should be able to do this. There we go. Okay, there we go. Oh, it looks nice actually. And then, Command-Shift backspace to fill the selection. Well, it's fine. Now, save. And then image canvas size. I want it to be a square. So let's just crop the width a little bit. Okay, and then save. And then quit Photoshop. Let's make a copy. And let's make it tools, image size, adjust size. I could have done this in Photoshop. Let's try 48 by 48 just to make a really small image. Save, call this Gloria 48. And then we're going to upload this image. Okay. If this doesn't end up in the video sped up, I will be disappointed. Probably not, but maybe it will. All right, I need to blow my nose. I need to finish this by 1. Okay. This will definitely make it in the video. It's a little runny nose. Okay. Ooh, it's getting cold. It's getting cold in here. I'm going to turn the heat back on soon. All right. So close, 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 close. There we go. Where was that image? Close this. Okay. All right. Thank you to those of you who are helping with moderating the chat. I very much appreciate it. Things go off the rails sometimes when I'm poking around the internet during a live stream, and I appreciate all of you trying to keep our community safe and happy and friendly and all of that. All right. Before I start trying to load a video into my P5JS sketch, I have got this nice little photo of Gloria Pickle, my puppy dog. And I quickly just removed the background from the image in Photoshop, which I think will make the ASCII version of this image pop a bit more in terms of what I'm about to try to do. So I uploaded a very small 48 by 48 pixel size image to this P5 project. You can see the image right over. I've got a separate video about how to upload files to the editor if that's something that you haven't done before. And then all I need to do is add a preload function to load the image. And there we go. And we can see that Gloria has been loaded. It's kind of fuzzy, it's blurry because I'm using this very low resolution version. That's going to make translating it over to ASCII easier. Of course, I could work with altering the scale within the code itself, but I think the demonstration is going to be much easier if it is a one-to-one mapping. Each pixel gets one character. Okay. The sound is low. Huh. Nothing changed, I don't think. So I'm going to assume that is just one person having that issue. Okay. So first things first, I need to write the code to look at every pixel one at a time. Now, this is something that I'm constantly going over and explaining in my videos. I feel like my whole life is just repeating the same thing over and over again. I'm going to type out the code fairly quickly, speed it up for you, and reference you an entire video where I talk through the details of the pixel array, if that's unfamiliar with you. I'll give you the high level. Okay, I can redo this. I can redo that part. All right. The next step that I need to do is write an algorithm to walk through and look at the brightness of every single pixel within this image. Now, this is probably a block of code that I have typed in countless numbers of videos and explained it over and over again. I do have an entire video all about how the pixel array works in P5JS. Just to give you, so I would look at that if you want. So I would look at that if you want all of the details, but just to give you the quick high-level points, every single pixel has an RGB value as well as an alpha value. The alpha dealing with transparency. So I am not worrying about transparency for this particular application, but I do have to account for that within the pixel array. Every single pixel we can think of as having a number 0 through the end of the image. So in this case, with this 5 by 5 image, there's 25 pixels. But since every single pixel has 4 numbers associated with it, the actual array storing all the information is RGBA for pixel 0, then RGBA for pixel 1, then RGBA for pixel 2, etc., etc. So that translates back to this formula here where I find the R value is at the index, the numeric index of the pixel times 4. But there's also this complication where I want to be able to look at the pixels according to their column and row position. Whoops. So even though I'm numbering them in sequence, the columns also have a numeric index. This is I in my code. The rows have a numeric index. This is J in my code. And so I need to figure out what this value, 18, for column 3, row 3, and then what are the RGBA values in them? Oh my goodness, there's so much going on. But there's this really nice formula where I can say the column plus the row times the width times 4 gives me the red value for any given column and row pixel. And then I could get the green value by going 1 spot later, and the blue value, by going 2 spots later. So I kind of just explained the whole thing. It might not have totally made sense to you. What I would suggest, if this is confusing to you, go find a piece of graph paper or any regular paper, make your own little 5 by 5 image, and just try numbering everything and trying things manually. That's really the way I learned this stuff and kind of was able to wrap my head around it. And you can also check out that other video where I explain it in more detail. Interesting. So there was some interference. So hopefully it wasn't, there's a slight bit of interference. I'm just seeing that now when you're at the very left of the whiteboard. So let me just debug this really briefly and I'll get back to the code. The left, so when you're looking at it, is your left is you're watching it. So is that over here? So interestingly, is there interference? Is it cutting out? Was that like a huge problem in the audio? Or do you think I kind of got it, it's fine? Fine, okay. Is it having interference? It cut out one or twice for a short while. All right, you know what I could do is I could probably dub over it if we need to, just for that little section. That's what I'll have to do. I don't think it's worth me trying to recreate that explanation. And we might not even use it anyway. Okay. All right. Yeah, I think I'm going to just buy new lav mics or new cables because I'm getting all sorts of weird glitchiness. These are really old. They're nice quality, Sennheiser lavs, but all right, I got to keep going though. So just to make sure this worked, let me try to draw now every pixel as, just to make sure this worked, let me try to now draw every pixel as a rectangle. Just to make sure this worked, let me now try to draw every pixel as a square. So first thing I need to do is figure out what is the size of the squares. So for the moment, I'm still working on this for canvas. I'm going to try to switch over to making these DOM elements at some point, but I could just take the width of the canvas divided by the width of the actual image to know what that ratio is. What did I do wrong? What did I do wrong here? I messed something up. I guess I need to call load pixels. I need to call load pixels. So if I'm going to use the pixel array of that image, I've got to alert P5 to it and call load pixels. So there you can see pixelated Gloria. I'm realizing this is quite similar to what I did with the slide puzzle. We could now turn this into a slide puzzle where you have to put Gloria back together. I think I'm going to quickly create, let me just do it. Let's do 20 by 20. Whoops, that's fine. Just to make the effect a bit more, I think for changing this into ASCII, having an even lower resolution image of Gloria is going to improve things. So I quickly made one that's just 20 by 20 and uploaded that, and I'm using that instead now. Now again, there's so many visualization possibilities we could do here with RGB color, with multiple images, with varying degrees of resolution. I'm not going to go down all of those roads. It's a train, it's not a car, we're not driving on a road, it's a train. The train track I'm going to follow is towards ASCII. So let's now look at the brightness value of each of these just by doing the average of RGB. Does it say what algorithm it uses to do this? Now there is a P5JS function called brightness. Maybe I should try that. That might give me a slightly Now there is a P5.js function called brightness. We could try that and see if we get a different result. This is actually taking the color value and converting it to hue, saturation, brightness. Again, I believe that's using a slightly different algorithm than just the pure average. But just to keep things simple for me, I'm just going to do the average. Now we can see a grayscale version of Gloria. Now let's start to add some text. What if I were to, instead of drawing a square, draw? Now to add text. So what if I were, instead of drawing a square, were just to draw an individual character, just the character G for Gloria. Let's not draw the image anymore. Let's make the font the size of the square. Whoops, that's not text font, text size. And then I will need to shift everything down because I want the letter to appear in the center of the square. So I'm just shifting around where I'm drawing the pixels to keep the grid mapped perfectly. I think this would probably be much more clear if I used a black background. And we could kind of see Gloria peeking out there from all of those G's. But again, this is not what I want to do. It is something I could do, and there's more that I could, we could start to put like poetry in there. This is something I could do, and there's plenty of possible outcomes. Maybe I could start writing some poetry or having the text change or pulling from a live data feed. So many things. But instead, I want to take the brightness value and map it to one of these characters in my density string. So I can get the length of the string. So now I need the mapping to go from 0 to that length, or length minus 1. So the character index is take the brightness value, which has a range between 0 and 255, and map that to some number between 0 and the length of the string. But this is going to give me interim values like character 3.1759. It's like kind of like pi, but not. I don't know why I picked that out of my head. So I need to add the floor function to take the decimal off. So I'm only getting the index to a particular value. 0, 1, 2, 3. Now, instead of drawing G, I can just draw that particular character. I'm fascinated by this. And the point of this is for the brightness to come not from me setting the color of that character I'm drawing, but from the contours, the amount of pixels, that shape of that character itself. So now the fill shouldn't be tied to brightness. It should just be 255 for all of them. Now, do we see Gloria in there? Not so much just yet. Let's see if we can fiddle with this a bit. One thing is, this is inverted, right? So remember, the brightest characters are at the front, the beginning of the string, and the darker ones are at the end. So I want to reverse this from length down to 0. There, now that looks quite a bit more like Gloria. I think there's an issue here with the spacing between the characters. Maybe I want to have the leading, so to speak, is that right? Of like the spacing between the characters to be less. I want to arrange them in a different way. I want to use a different font, a different scale. But I think that this is going to be more effective to play with. Sorry, I'm thinking. By changing this over from canvas to actual DOM elements, meaning I'm going to render the text on the web page itself rather than draw the pixels for text into an image, a canvas image. Both have value depending on what application you might want to use this for. But I'm just curious to see, since I'm in the browser, I could actually just copy paste my ASCII art and put it into somewhere else. That would be kind of fun to do. So I'm going to take a big leap here. Oh, let me actually duplicate this. So I'm going to save this as something that you could work with as a separate code example. I'm getting very cold, by the way. I think I might need to turn the heaters on, or at least this one down here. That one's kind of loud, actually. Let me just turn it on for a minute. Where are we at time-wise? 12:30. It's going pretty well. I'm going to turn the heat back on. You should come on now. Come on. I think they'll realize they need to come on in a minute. All right, so this is a point in the recording where what was I saying? Mind is a blank. Where we might want to add some noise reduction. We'll see. Hopefully it's not going to affect things too much. Heavier jacket. Yeah, I like the idea of adding more clothes over the course of the video and just not addressing it. That's very funny. Okay. Woo. This is space heater here is actually one. There we go. Heat's back on. So I don't know how significantly that is different in your ears, but I'm going to keep going. I also just run it for 5 minutes. It really heats up fast. But, okay. In the summer, I'll be like here in a t-shirt, like sweating, complaining it's too hot. New York State. We've got a lot of seasons over here. Okay. I'm going to take a big leap of faith now and get rid of create canvas and type in no canvas. Yeah. I know. I know. I like it really bothers me the sound stuff, so I'm tempted to just like take a short break, just let it like heat up a little bit because it's not that bad. I can make it. I just was noticing I was starting to feel quite a bit cold. All right. It will be what it will be. I might turn it off again in a minute, but let me keep going. Astro Penguin, where is that? I would like to know. I can do a small break. Okay, people are telling me to do a small break. I'll play an ad break. Ha ha ha. Just looking at my messages. I don't know what people are saying to me. If they're saying do it or take a break, I'm not sure. I got a half an hour left in me here. Jumping jacks are surprisingly effective. All right, you know what I'm going to do? I'm standing under the heater. I think that is actually pretty good. I'm going to turn these off. I'm going to leave just the space heater under my feet going because that's kind of like, it's pointed right at me and the heat just comes and rises up. So I'm kind of going in the middle here. I'm not turning both of those larger heaters on, but I'm going to leave the one below me on. Okay. All right. Where was I? I'm also going to remove the draw loop because I'm just rendering a static image. Now, of course, once I add video in a moment, at about 17 hours into this video, then I'll need to put the draw loop or some type of animation back in. But right now I'm going to remove that. And one thing I'm just curious about, actually, is if I can get can I get the Gloria to show up just in the console, right? Because ultimately what I'm doing is for every row. Now I need to do the rows, and I just realized that my algorithm is in reverse because I'm taking for every column. No, I need to do all of the columns. In other words, currently the way I've written those nested loops, I'm going to this pixel, then 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 back up to here. And what I want to do instead is go through all of the columns, then down to the next row. So I think I could just flip those two lines of code. And then I can accumulate all of the characters into a string for each row. There's no concept of drawing now. Just that row of characters. And I believe then I should be able to just say console log row, run the sketch. That's kind of a squashed Gloria, right? Stretch it out. Can we stretch it out in post somehow just to see it for a moment? Now, what should I do to ameliorate this situation? Yeah, I'll definitely get to the Wordlebot before I end the stream. I won't have much time to work on it, but since it's in the title of the stream, I will get to it. I'm trying to think of what to do next here. Do you all see Gloria? I'm going to take my glasses off. Yeah, you can see it's just sort of squashed. So the reason it's squashed is because each pixel takes up the same amount of space horizontally and vertically, but these particular pixels are spread out. There's more spacing between each line than there is between each character. So I can have more control over manipulating that by rendering my own text into the browser page. Now, oh, it's there. I'm also going ahead and just editing the CS. Okay, let me actually, I should type that in. Or I should explain that. Now I can't see it because I've got a dark gray background and very small characters that are black text. So I can add some code into the CSS file to change the background color, set the font, and make the font larger. Now, if you don't know CSS, good, we're in the same boat. Neither do I. But I know enough to kind of make things work when I need to, and I do have a video tutorial a bit about the basics of CSS that you could refer to. One thing that's kind of critical here that I haven't addressed is that I'm using the font Courier on purpose. For me, it's a little bit easier right now to just use a fixed width font, meaning every character, no matter what it is, takes up the same amount of space along its horizontal takes up the same amount of horizontal space. This makes just sort of the math of arranging the pixels much easier, although it is an interesting problem to think about how we would do this without a fixed width font. That's something that you could take on as your own challenge, perhaps. I'm also noticing something a bit odd here, which is that the contours of Gloria are lost. Every single row starts all the way over at the left. Why is this? Well, if we go back to here, you might notice that this character at the very end of the density string is a space. And if I put a space into a web page, it's not actually going to necessarily render it unless it's in between characters in a particular way. Multiple spaces will often only render as one space as well. So what I need to do here is, instead of rendering a space, actually use the non-breaking space character thingy-mabob. What is that? It is an HTML entity, which is a piece of text that begins with an ampersand and ends with a semicolon. And there's different reserved ones, like ampersand, greater than, less than. There's one for non-breaking space character. I forget what that is, though. What does it stand for? Non-breaking space. I think it's just SP for space. Oh, all right. That I have to wait till that goes off. Sorry, I'm just gonna have to. That boiler I have no control over. And I'm reading. Joseph is writing as an aside. Font variant numeric. Tabular nums is a handy property when you want numbers to take up the same width. By the way, I'm going to just stop and restart my recording because I'm recording directly to an MP4 file, and if it crashes, the whole video is gone. So I'm going to hit stop. So now I definitely have all that. I'm going to hit start again. While I'm waiting for that boiler to go off, I just wanted to see something. Is there a quick way for me to make all the rows appear nearer to each other? Maybe I should go back to the 48 image and a smaller font as well. Like, what's that? Line height, is that something? Yeah. Yeah, so I can do that, which is going to squish it in more. Yeah, okay, line heights, yeah. So I will come back and do that. Also just wanted to see here, I think I was using a different density set of characters here. I don't remember where I got these from. Whoops. I'm recording, right? Yes. Yeah. Just while I'm waiting, I'm gonna I'm just going to manually write these in the other order. Whoa. Oh, there's not a lot of variation, I guess, in this. Yeah, well, when I do the video, I guess we'll see that. Okay, great, that went off. Okay. So I'm going to come back to this. Okay. All right, where was I? I can also in the CSS maybe play with the line height property to squish the. I can also in this. I don't remember what I was saying last, so this will come together. I can also add so I think what I'll try to do is add the line height property to bring the lines a bit closer to each other. If I make that 12 point, okay, that's much too overlapping. That's a little bit better. Let me go back to the higher resolution image, the one that was 48 by 48 pixels. Make a smaller font size. And there we go. You can see Gloria in there, can't you? Don't you see Gloria? What I love about this now is I can take this, hit copy. Whoops. I don't need this. Make just a plain text file. And paste it in. And this is obviously this is definitely looking much better, kind of white on black. Let me try to recreate that in my in my version here. Ta-da! Gloria Pickle as ASCII art. I don't like how the end of lines don't match. Maybe that was an earlier comment, because I think, I mean, obviously if I do that, that's a huge problem. Now, I want to show you how easy I think it will be to run. Now, I want to show you how easy I think this will be to take this from a static image to a video. I have no idea where the timer is at right now, but I expect that I'm going to have it in the next minute or two. Instead of Gloria, let me make a variable called video. No more preload. There's my video image right now. Let me resize it to 48 by 48. And this background was some stray code. I'm going to add draw back in to use the draw loop even though there's no canvas. I don't need these width and heights anymore. I forgot about that because I'm not drawing. This should be video. Hey, I'm getting somewhere really fast. And I've done a horrible thing. So because I'm using creative, I hit stop. I mean, we can freeze frame that back. Because I hit stop, I just created image after image after image on the page. So instead of using create div, I need to update the text of each div. How did I do this before? I want to look this up real quick. Yeah. Oh, I put in a line break. I could just make it one div. Let's do that. Yeah, sorry. Thank God I looked that up because I was about to go off on a crazy. Oh yes, sorry, I didn't do. I've also forgotten to duplicate the sketch, so I'm going to do that now. Don't worry, when you look for the code, I'll have each version as a separate example. So I'll backtrack the other one. Somebody remind me to do that. I think this will also be easier if I just make one div that has line breaks in it rather than each row is a particular div. You might be asking, what is a div? I'll include a link in the video's description with more info. Something's going to go there. I don't know what. We'll figure it out later. So now, just one div that I'm going to display on the page. So instead of each row being a separate string, I'm just going to write a string called ASCII image. And accumulate all the text into ASCII image. And then, after each row, add the HTML code, add the HTML tag for a line break. I believe this should work. Okay, well, I need to update the div to include that text. And we've done it. We could stop the timer. I mean, I had some more things to say. I want to clean this up a little bit, but we can stop the timer. This is pretty close to whatever I did a year ago. Now, looking at this, though, I would like to make some changes to it. I mean, there's so much to be done here in terms of how. Looking at this, I'd like to make some changes to this. I mean, looking at this, I'd like to kind of augment this a bit. Looking at this, I'd like to sort of see if I can fix this up a bit. One of the things that I can immediately do is work with that string of characters that I have in my density string. For example, since I have this kind of locked-in green background, which you could sort of see in the preview image up there, I think I can use many more blank characters, blank spaces for darker characters. So for example, just adding a lot of spaces here. And even more so, we can start to see that I am kind of reducing, I'm essentially thresholding the image in a way so that only the brightest pixels get kind of going with a particular character. I can also just use different strings, character strings. For example, here's another one, although I have it inverted. So if I have the darker pixels at the beginning, so if I have the darker characters at the beginning of the string and the brighter characters at the end, I will want to update my mapping to go from 0 to length. We can also play around with the resolution of the image. I don't need to squash it into a square, I don't think. So now if it's 64 by 48 and I've adjusted the spacing of the characters and the line height, I've done a pretty good job of having the image retain its original aspect ratio and dimensions. Right. I'm recording this during a live Twitch stream, so by the way, you could go subscribe on Twitch. I don't know how much I'll be streaming on Twitch versus YouTube, but I might as well put this in the video right now. And in the chat, I just got a suggestion. Why don't you filter out green, since that's what a green screen is for? So yes, if I want to make use of the color values of the pixels, there's a lot more that I could try. I could keep going. I don't want to keep going. I want to stop here. I want you to explore this, and I want to see what kind of ASCII art you create from this video, whether it's abstract generative art with a video, with an image, combine it with other stuff. Please share it with me. You can please share it with me on the Coding Train website, on social media. All of the links and various things are in the description. Thanks for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed this coding challenge. The boiler just came on. There's a loud buzzing sound. I'm leaving it in. We're leaving it in. This is in. I'm in a freezing cold garage right now. I had the heat off during this whole time just so I could record this coding challenge with you. And the heat just came back on. I'm going to go warm up inside with a toasty mug of something, and I'll see you next time on the Coding Train. All right, I think I recorded it. Oh, I hope this becomes a video. Oh, I should have said follow me on Twitch. Sorry, follow me. I'll dub over that. We'll dub over that. Follow me on Twitch. Oh, so easy, all in one take. All right, I'm pretty happy with this. I just want to investigate. I think because this could have a really good thumbnail. So I'm going to just try to see how far I can push this.
I guess I'll work on the thumbnail later.
So this could be for, no, that looks terrible. But anyway, I could share this on social media, at least. Shocking thumbnail face, but in ASCII, yeah. All right, thanks everybody for tuning in. So I apologize because I really have to go. And there's plenty of other things I would want to do during this stream, like work on setting up some overlays and different things. So I'll have to come back and do that another time. One of the things I like about streaming on Twitch is it feels lower stakes to me. Like I could just kind of like turn it on whenever. So we'll see. Maybe I'll just come and stream a little bit, just some like set up the studio stream kind of stuff early next week. But since it's in the title, and I'm just checking my messages. Since it's in the title of the stream, I want to talk very briefly about the Wordlebot I've been working on, and I want to invite people to contribute to it because I'm obsessed with it and I want to just spend all my time doing it, but that's not going to happen. So, I mean, that's a bad idea for me. I should get other stuff done. So if you'll bear with me for a second, I'm just going to pull up the files because they're in a different like user account of this computer. I think I'll be able to get to it, but I'm not 100% sure. So just give me a second. By the way, this is amazing that I can just copy paste this. I'll deal with that later. Sorry, I got distracted. Let me just try to pull up my Wordle code. Repos, coding train. I put it in there, I think, Wordle. Yep. I'm going to just copy this. I'm going to put it on the desktop here. Did that work? Oh, yeah, stop. Okay. So I'm going to be able to come back here in a second. Okay. So I'm back here. You all are seeing this, right? Okay. I'm turning all the heaters back on now because I'm done with that recording. Oh, I got to stop recording too. Okay. Let me turn all the heaters back on. Oh, let me hit stop recording. Okay. So the goal, by the way, we're going to see if the coding train production schedule can be such that if I record a challenge on Friday, the edited version of it is published 1 week. I don't know what that sound is. It might be a truck coming to salt the driveway. But my goal is to have this video publicly on the YouTube channel with all the bells and whistles of editing by 1 week from today. And then be recording a new one. Oh, I forgot to do the wheel spin. I'll see. But anyway, so I think I have. So let me open this up. So basically, what I have done here is I wrote this very convoluted algorithm to simulate a game of Wordle. And it always picks a random answer from about 2,315 answers. And then there are like 12,000 valid guess words. And basically, I'm going to go here. I'm just going to alter the code for a second so you can see what's going on. I think that might be somebody shoveling. I should be doing that, but somebody else is doing it. Sorry, I'm just looking for something. Sorry, I'm kind of brain dead after recording that coding challenge, but I'm going to upload this to GitHub and let people play with it. It's a real mess, spaghetti, and lots of redundancies, but I'm just looking for this. This runs 25 cycles per frame, so I want to take this to 1 and then do frame rate 5 just to run it slow, and then I'm going to run to live server or just HTTP server. So I just want to show you what this does. So what this is doing is I had stopped at Abram last night. So let's so it basically it's running through, and I should probably put it. It's playing a game of Wordle. It's an automated way of playing Wordle, starting with the same word every time, but a different answer. And it's seeing and it picks random guesses. But each random guess has to be a valid guess that matches the previous guess. I'm really having a hard time explaining this. But basically the equivalent of what hard mode is on Wordle. So I'm not allowed to guess a word if it doesn't have an A in the first character and if it, say, includes a B or an M somewhere else. And it's using A. So there's a variable called like guess counter. Which I have at 35 because it crashed at one point. So if I just put this at like, 14,500, 12,400. Let's just try that for a second. Oh, it's using shrew now. So you can see now it's using shrew and it's running through every single possible. And eventually with this, because I used a high number because I wanted to make sure it was a valid answer. So at one point, this number 1, if I wrote my code correctly, this one should tick up just once. Because at some point, it's going to run through trying to play the game with the answer being true. So I was trying to figure out, like, what are the best starting words, or what can we glean from this, or what kind of fun. And actually, what I think might be more interesting is to do some kind of visualization of all of the possible paths from like guess to answer. I think also if I just only use the answer words as valid, I'm going to get the answer so much faster. But I thought my bot shouldn't be able to have the knowledge of what the possible, it should only have the knowledge of the possible guess word space. Because there's a different list of what it uses for answers versus what's a valid guess. But as a human being playing the game, I don't know, oh, I can only use this subset of words. I should, any guess that the game says is valid is valid. So I think it's more authentic. So let me just get rid of the, where did I put frame rate? Let me let the frame rate be fast and have it play like 20 guesses per frame, just so we can see this run much faster. So it should end, I actually have not tested this, it should end when it gets, the total games gets to 2,315. So I'm going to publish this onto GitHub right now. I don't know what I'm doing with this. I had it, there is a bug in it actually, whereas if it gets to the last word and it doesn't solve it within 6, it like crashes for some reason. So one is I need to have that fixed. Yeah, this is brute force Wordle basically. And oh yeah, so it got true once. So I was curious, and then it went on to shrub. It went on to shrub and it saved an image of the sort of final result with shrew. So I could turn this into like a video. I don't know what to do with this, but I'm going to just publish this to GitHub right now. I guess I'll put it under coding train. Let's make a new repo. Let's call it, I think I'm just going to call it Wordle simulation. A Wordle simulation to test out ideas in P5.js. Let's make it public. So if anyone's interested in collaborating on this, I would welcome it. It's kind of like all I want to do, but I should really work on like the YouTube channel and my Nature of Code book and all the emails I need to respond to. My children, I should do stuff with them. So I think I'm going to just leave this kind of as is and upload this. Oh, wait a second. This is silly. I forgot this is already a repo, and I saved different, I've been doing some commits. So I actually don't want to do this way. Urgh. I think I could just, wait though, I think I can easily just add this as the remote, right? So I should be able to do git add remote origin this, right? I think this would add that repo as a remote location for the one that's local here. No. Oh, no, yeah. There's no remotes. Oh, git remote add origin, maybe? There. So what if I were to say git pull origin main? Can't. And refusing to merge unrelated histories. So first of all, I think I want to have this in there. Yeah. I'm looking at the chat to see if somebody, I mean, I could just start over. I think I'm just going to start over. and I'm going to go to delete this. Or could I start git rebase origin main? Let's try that. Invalid upstream origin. Force push. Hey, I always love to use it. It's always a good idea to use -- force without really thinking about what you're doing. Let's see what just happened there. I mean, I could always just delete this. So, oh, yeah, it's there. Oh yeah, and it's there, and it just didn't merge. Like, that's so weird. Like I just like, oh yeah, I just like basically deleted what was there, which is fine. Just gonna stick this README in there. Okay. So if anyone, like, I didn't do, like, by the way, the reason why the code is written this way, the way that it is I actually started working on this in processing. So it's using Canvas. It's not using like any higher order array functions. It's got a lot of redundant code where I was just like writing the same code to do the same thing. So some things are kind of commented, and there's just so much weirdness to this. So if anybody's really invested and excited about this, I would say like let me know. But yeah, you could fork it and do your own thing with it. But by the way, I wouldn't have done force if I knew there was something there I wanted to keep. I was aware of that in the back of my mind. Please believe me. I think this is it for today, though. I would love to come and do a whole stream about this or work on it more. I don't know how interesting it is to those of you. Yeah, we need a spaghetti emote. But I've got to sign off. I have a meeting at 2. I should go eat some lunch, see what my kids are up to. Thanks for tuning into this Twitch stream. I would love to, like, I don't know, what do people do at the end? Answer some questions. Let's see if we can find somebody to raid. Let's see who's on right now. So I'm going to go to my Twitch dashboard. Just let me, like, is showing my Twitch dashboard a like thing I should or should not be doing? It feels like a thing I shouldn't be doing. Just let me, like, is showing my Twitch dashboard a like thing I should? Okay, so video producer is where I'm going? No. Stream manager. So I could run an ad 1 minute. I could start a prediction. I could manage a poll, sub only chat, manage goals. Clip that. Where's raid? Raid channel. So no channel that I follow is currently live. Well, this is crazy. I mean, it's probably because it was the first time, but like I've never had a YouTube stream where 14 people signed up for YouTube memberships during one stream, and 14 people signed up as subscribers. So thank you to all of you who did that. I'll try to, I guess on my to-do list right now is to figure out how to link Twitch and to Discord so that you can be in the supporter channels. I don't know the best way to get in touch with me about that, but I guess I would say, you can email. Kobe is the Discord manager, so you can email Kobe at thecodingtrain.com, but he's offline for a little bit right now. So you can also email Katie at thecodingtrain.com or Daniel at thecodingtrain.com. And I know David does a lot of work with managing the Discord, so David can jump in and help. So what I'm looking for. By the way, with the gift subscriptions, have people like claim those? Is that how that works? I don't understand. Or is that just, I don't really understand how that works. But I don't know. Does anybody have a suggestion for, you know what I could ask everybody to do is go and watch, if you haven't watched the slide puzzle coding challenge, I would really appreciate it. It kind of hasn't, the YouTube algorithm wasn't too friendly to me with this one. So if I go to videos, I'll put it in the chat or somebody could link it. It was actually like when I first released this, it had a really nice like taking off kind of graph to it, and then it sort of leveled out and is kind of below most of my other videos. So if you haven't watched this, I'd appreciate it. I mean, there's only 60 of you, right? Everybody left because I said I was finishing up. So take a look at this. But also, I wanted to go through comments on the video. But what I wanted to suggest is, let's just see. I wanted to, somebody made one. Kathy made one. So let's take a look at this. I wanted to encourage people to make their own version of it. Oh, look at this. Well, I'm going to solve this right now. Oh, this is great. Oh, I love this. All right, I'm going to work on this on my own time. Oh, those go together. No, they don't. All right, I'll work on this later on my own time because I really got to go. But if you make your own slide puzzle. Oh, K-Fon is, this is all coming together now. Kathy McGinnis. I did not make that who I have seen. Kathy, thank you for all of your participation in chat, in community contributions, in Discord or YouTube or wherever I've seen your name multiple times spelled different ways. Thank you. You probably don't have your random number yet. I got to get back on that. So much to do. But I'll see you all. I gotta set this up. Oh, K-Fon, this is my daughter's artwork. There is a helper function. Oh, okay, hold on. Help me. What does the help me function do? Does it do something in the console? Do I have to move some stuff around? I'm not seeing what help me does. And it's your daughter's artwork. She drew it or like created it on a computer? That's amazing. It's beautiful. And they're called Mushy Men. I love them. Wow, this is beautiful. I'm so bad at these slide puzzles. Actually, I should work on an algorithm to solve them. That should be a coding challenge topic. Add that to my list. Oh, spin the wheel. Well, wave morph. All right, so I'm going to hit record again, just in case I want to include this in the released version of the video. So, I think I'll use this is the last thing I'm going to do. No, Shiftman, this is where, all right, so, I don't have, does anybody have a screenshot of the whiteboard handy? I'm going to type what I remember. ASCII art is no more. It's off the wheel. What do I have? Sand, simulation. I don't know if I call it falling sand. I'm going to call it falling sand. Mandelbulb. Shoot, I took a picture of it. Let me look. Wow, I'm really running out of time here to eat lunch and get to my meeting. Let me find that whiteboard image. And there was something I added today also that I don't remember. So this will be for next Friday. Wait, hold on. I missed the picture. I must have scrolled by it. Oh my God, there's some very cute pictures of my cats that I could have used. Where is the whiteboard photo? You can gift to either one random person, multiple random people, or one specific. You pay for the gift. The person who gets the gift doesn't need to claim it. They just get it automatically. Oh. But who gets it? How is it assigned? Is it somebody who's already a subscriber and then they just get 1 month for free? Why can't I find this photo I took of the whiteboard? I know I sent it on Discord. I'm finding all this stuff. All right, where is that photo? All right, I'm going to go onto Discord because I messaged it at one point, I believe. Here, let's see. Okay. Finding it. Here it is. Okay, there we go. KD tree. Fast blur. Slime mold. I really want to build a physical wheel that I can actually spin. Slime mold. Spider web. Ulam spiral. K means. I might, by the way, just decide. We're going to see image stippling. Wave collapse function. I'm going to add skyline viz. Mandelbulb, I already wrote that in. Dancing skeleton. That's so weird. 1979 Apple II Racer. Akita map, which I might not be pronouncing correctly. Falling sand. And N-body problem. Was there something else? Oh, I just said like slide puzzle solver. Okay, I'm just looking in the chat. Sent a screenshot in the live chat. Sorry, thank you, me, I am so me. So I don't have that open right now, but I'm going to open it. Oh yeah, I see it now. Thank you. Skyline. So I'm not going to put the fractal flame on. Well, I guess I could throw caution to the wind. I feel like if that comes up, though, I'm going to have a next week is a tricky week for me. So I want something easier. Is there any of these like I need to take off temporarily? I don't know. I think all of these I'm okay with. Uh-oh. What happened to my... Maybe it was just like a weird random color. Uh-oh, something happened to this randomizer. Oh. The font got blocked. It didn't used to do this. Oh boy. Is this really what is like, is it here? No. Ooh. This. Can I just do this? Like, I'm sure I can make that HTTPS, right? Let's try it. I don't know how long that's going to take to propagate. No, I have falling sand in there. It's at the top. It's there, number 16. I mean, is that why it's not showing these properly, or is there another error? I could just also could run this locally. There we go. Okay. It'll eventually fix it on the public version of this. I think I just opened up my dashboard for a second. Okay. Wait, there's more. one of the things I would like to try to do is at the end of every coding challenge, if you stick around all the way to the end, I will spin a wheel to pick what the next coding challenge will be. And I will somehow manage to do that next coding challenge 1 week from today. So I have a full week to kind of research the topic if I need to or think about it. I'm not going to do a whole practice version of it, code the thing. But for example, if I'm going to pick Ulam spiral or the Mandelbulb fractal, I'm going to want to at least have some time to read a couple articles about the math behind it and the algorithms so that I can come in and be prepared when I go to take on that particular challenge or journey or whatever it is I'm going to call it in the future. So someday maybe I'll have a giant physical wheel that I can spin, or maybe I'll use my random number book to pick. But for right now, I still have this spinning wheel. And right now it is on falling sand, but I am going to press this button, spin the wheel. I'm going to press it a bunch of times and see where it lands. This is what I'm doing next Friday. If you're watching this, I'm committed to it. Whoa! Wow, shocker of all shockers. We got the Ulam spiral. I will be coming back. Coding challenge. The next coding challenge on the coding train will be the Ulam spiral. If you've made it, have some ideas about it, have some tips for me. I might have already recorded it by the time you're watching this, but feel free to tweet them at me at Schiffman, or give me some information in the comments. All right? See you later. All right. Yeah. Should I spin it again just in case? Whatever. I probably won't use that, but this is part of. It could also be part of the Twitch streams. Just that I just do this as part of the Twitch streams or the YouTube streams or whatever. Raid. Wait, a raid is coming in, or I need to raid somebody? Let's try to raid again. All right, I'm going to go back. We're going to do a raid. I'm really leaving now. Whoops. Because I got to eat my lunch. Stream manager. Raid. So there's no channel that I follow that's currently streaming. So so does anybody have, I'm going to give this like, I'm going to play my outro song. I'm going to give this just like a minute or two. If anybody has a suggestion for a channel I should follow and we should raid. Yes, Wave North, this is a really good comment. Preparation is cool, but I really loved how we get to be part of the preparation and research of a hard topic. Yeah, I agree. So I don't know, I got to find the right sweet spot here. I just feel like there's certain things, I need to have some kind of, I just need to be mentally prepared for what it is I'm going to do. So I feel like if I spin the wheel the day of, and this, like, there's some topics there that I really just need to do some background reading. But yes, that background reading I need to like refer to and go through and show on the stream as well. So yeah, I got to find the right balance, but your comment is well taken. I'm not seeing any suggestions for anybody to raid, so I'm going to just say Yoni. Right, I'm going to look at what this is. Singer-songwriter based in Budapest. I mean, sure. I am currently watching an ad break. I mean, I feel like it should do some more. Sayanoe, sorry. It translates to I am Noe in Malay. My first name is Nomi. Mimi is just a nickname. Grew up in Kuala Lumpur. Oh, wow, this is really cool. I mean, sure. Yeah, the laid backness of Twitch coders, I agree. Primagen. Sayome looks really cool, but I sort of feel like it's kind of unrelated. Well, I'm just gonna shut this off. I can't. This is too hard. We'll do a raid next time. I don't know I couldn't find what Primagen is. So I'll see you all. I gotta go. Yeah. So yeah. Just go on. You guys don't need to stick on around Twitch. Go do something else with your day. All right. I'm gonna stop. This is very. I'm gonna put up this screen and I'm still recording. I'm gonna hit stop recording. And I am going to put on the music and mute my mic. And then I think to end the stream, I just hit stop stream.